Hey guys, welcome back. In this mini lesson, I'll be sharing the best tip I've tried for smoother scales. It might be a small change, but it'll make a huge difference in playing your scales. Sometimes we think we have to make these big changes in the way that we play in order to see improvement, but a lot of times it's the tiny but mighty tweaks that make the biggest change. Now, you can apply this to any scale, and I would definitely recommend that you do, but for this example, we'll be using the G major scale. With scales, our goal is to make them smooth and fluid, kind of like a piece of music where it just flows from one note to the next. We don't want our scales to be abrupt or clunky, we just want them to flow smoothly and naturally. When you're first learning a scale, it usually sounds something like this. It doesn't sound that smooth at first because you're still getting the hang of the notes and where to put your fingers and really just how to move your fingers in ways that they've never moved before. And don't worry if your scales sound like that right now, it's perfectly normal in the beginning. Just hang with me, I've got the fix for it. So instead of lifting up your fingers before each note like this, see how I'm lifting them before each note? Try to leave your fingers on as long as possible. It would sound something like this. And so on. It sounds a lot smoother that way. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving my fingers on as long as possible before it naturally feels like I need to remove them and move them to the next note. So let's take the A string for example. I could probably leave all three of those fingers on until I need to move to the next string. What this is doing is allowing the sound of the string to ring out like this, instead of making it stop short like this. Small change, big difference. This is one of my favorite tips because this will actually train your brain and your fingers to be smoother when you start improvising or playing a riff or a solo. So it's not only helpful for scales, but for other important skills as well. So try out this tip with your scales when you're warming up in your next practice session, and I know it's gonna make your scales a whole lot smoother. And if you do try it, let me know. Type in the comments how it's working for you. If you enjoyed this lesson and are looking for more, I send out weekly tips, exclusive updates, and mini lessons like the one you just saw. To jump into my email community, just tap the link in the description below and you'll be all set. That wraps up this lesson for today. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.